Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we caught Kyurem in the giant chasm behind Lacunosa Town, and found Zinzalin of the Seven Sages hiding in the cold storage in Driftvale City. This time, we're going to be continuing our adventure across the Unova region, our second one to be specific. We're going to be starting out here on Route 13. We haven't explored this area yet. I brought Dwebble along so we could use Cut on these trees. Which apparently I already did. Am I gonna need Cut again on this? I'm keeping Dwebble in the party just to be safe. Alright. So we're gonna ignore these trainers for now. We will be back for them. We want to talk to this girl with this Wingle. Let's talk to Wingle first. Reek! Reek! Yeah, what he said. This Wingle looks like it lost 3 grams on Route 13. I wish I could help it. So she's not talking about weight. This confused the hell out of me when I was a kid because I thought, oh, well, now it'll probably let me give Wingle some berries. Because grams are, you know, a unit of measurement for weight. But no, it's talking about letters. Like mail. Because it's like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon when Pelipper delivers mail. Let's talk to this guy. From my point of view, art is feeling and logic, and a beautiful battle is also feeling and logic. Okay, well... I thought surely the old man near here would give me the first gram, but I guess not. This guy doesn't strike me as a Zac. But okay. Camerupt. Definitely don't have the best lead to deal with a Camerupt, but that's fine. So there are 3 grams scattered across Route 13 that we're going to be searching for throughout the episode. This isn't a super hard side quest, it's also not something you really need to do, but there's a decent enough reward for it, so if you're doing everything in the game, I wouldn't skip out on this. I'm gonna cut out the rest of this battle because something tells me he's just gonna have this Camerupt. I didn't see if he had another Pokemon, but surely his team can't be that exciting. I could not see your strength? He did only have that Camerupt. I was right. Down here, 2 items, okay. A Razor Claw, that is the item you need to give Weavile to hold in order to evolve it into... or Sneasel to hold in order to evolve it into Weavile. And... Gram 2? In what world is this the second gram that somebody picks up? None of the other ones are up here. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna heal up Simipour. I'm gonna heal up George. I've already forgotten a lot of the nicknames on the team because I've been away from recording for so long. I was gonna record again sooner, but I ended up getting strep. Which is unfortunate, because I let it go untreated for a week. But that's fine. Swellow. That actually brings me to an interesting... Yeah, Swellow was my first shiny Pokemon, and I encountered it here on Route 13. So if I could encounter another one here on Route 13, that would be awesome. I'm gonna spray a Repel, though, because I realize I just did not do that. Looks like I also need to buy more of them. That's fine. We head over here and talk to this fellow. Looking for a gram, are you? Well, could this be it? It fell on my head just now. Here, give this to Wingle. Alright, that's gram 1. They were expecting you to come down here, and then go back up, and then go to find the other one. Awesome. That makes total sense. I know where the last one is too. I think you have it? Maybe not, because you're battling me. Okay. What will you have? Surskit. Okay. We are on episode 68, and this woman is using a Surskit. Unova post-game, everybody! Parasol can block ultraviolet rays. Didn't get to read the rest of that, but that's good to know. Okay, there is a parasol lady that has the third. Probably you. Why did the letter I mailed fall from the sky? I got it. Wingle dropped it. Here it is. Please give this to Wingle. Tell Wingle not to drop it this time. A little passive-aggressive. Wingle's trying his hardest. But okay. Let's go bring that back to Wingle now so I don't forget later. I just completely passed Wingle. Oh great, could that be the gram? Let's show it to Wingle. We've got them all. This helps Wingle a lot. Wingle flew away, looking happy. Oh, something's on the ground. PM89 U-Turn. This is a 90 power physical bug type move that switches out the user. This is not particularly great when you're playing on Switch, but if you're playing on set, this is a must-have. Alright, that's everything up here, which means it's fine to start fighting the trainers now. So while I do that, I am going to speed them all up and just talk about the Pokemon you can find here. And that starts with Golbat. Golbat is an incredibly fast Pokemon with access to some pretty great moves, including Acrobatics and Poison Fang, as well as access to U-Turn and Taunt, which work pretty well on a fast Pokemon like Golbat. You can also find Crobat in Wrestling Grass at level 50. Unfortunately, Golbat's higher leveled, so it's probably better to go for that. Tangela has access to Ancient Power to evolve through Heart Scales. Tangrowth is a physical wall with good stats. It can take hits, put foes to sleep, and deal some damage with Power Whip. Strong in a lot of ways and good with a lot of physical TM. Seriously, check it out if you catch one. Its main issue is just that the grass type has a lot of common weaknesses. Swellow is extremely fast, gets Guts as an ability, which can stack well with Facade, and it also gets Stab Quick Attack. And it's a pretty good sweeper if you know the rest of your opponent's team and team can't knock it out easily. Unfortunately, it doesn't get Brave Bird without breeding and doesn't get access to a lot of moves. And hey, as I said, this was also my first shiny on this route in this game. So if you find a shiny one, tell me, because I'll be pretty damn happy about that. Lunatone is pretty bad. It's a decent user of Psychic, and it's faster than most Psychic types we've seen, but it has a lot of weaknesses and just isn't super great overall. Solrock is a physical version of Lunatone. It's not very bulky, and it moves pretty fast, also benefiting from Sunny Day with a lot of fire moves and Solar Beam. So it's better than Lunatone, but not by much. Absol. It's a dark type with great attack stat. It's not going to take many hits, but when it can outspeed an attack, it's pretty tough. It also has a great variety in its moves. Drifblim has a very high HP stat and 3 great immunities. Unfortunately, its defenses are pathetic and don't back up its HP well. The best thing it can do is use gem items to activate Unburden and get off some extra damage, but otherwise it's not super useful. Staryu can be found commonly while surfing or fishing, but rippling water yield high-level Starmie. Starmie has always been great. A fantastic offensive type, great power and type coverage behind all of its attacking moves, great move variety, and access to Rapid Spin, which gets rid of hazards on your side of the field. It's great. Wingle! And Pelipper. Pelipper... Okay, what am I... Okay, sorry. Wingle and Pelipper. Pelipper gets Roost, Tailwind, and Hurricane, but unfortunately it doesn't get Drizzle yet. Despite that, it thrives in the rain, so if you're using a rain team for some reason, go for it. It's a fantastic addition. Corsola. No wonder it went extinct in Galar. Terrible type, terrible stats, terrible move pool. I feel bad for this thing. Shelder, through fishing and in rippling water, Cloyster. Cloyster is fantastic. It does require breeding to get a lot of its best moves, but Skill Link makes Icicle Spear and Rock Blast always hit 5 times. It also gets access to Shell Smash, which is always a fantastic move. It does fall short without breeding, but it's still very fun. Shuppet! It's too late to be useful, and this evolution isn't even that great. The most you'll get out of catching this here is a cool Pokedex entry for Banat. Alright. I've beaten pretty much all the trainers who are worth noting here, so let's start exploring the route from the beginning. Sort of. I mean, we've already seen most of it, to be honest. It's a very large route, but once you've seen, like, everything, you've seen everything. Let's talk to this guy. What am I doing? I'm hunting for treasure. Treasure hunting is fun. Sometimes things are buried in the sand dunes. Actually, I just found something, but it's the same one as I found before, so I'll give this to you. Metal Coat. You can give this to an Onyx and trade it to evolve it into Steelix, otherwise it increases the power of Steel-type moves by 1.5 times. But I want to head in here. My husband can teach some Pokémon the ultimate moves. I'll tell you their names. The Blazing Fire-type Pokémon, Charizard, Typhlosion, Blaziken, Infernape, and Emboar. The Restless Water-type Pokémon, Blastoise, Feraligatr, Swampert, Empoleon, and Samurott. The Quiet Grass-type Pokémon, Venusaur, Meganium, Sceptile, Torterra, and Serperior. If we talk to the old man... Your quest for power has brought you here. Very well. Let me reward your passion with some absolutely astounding moves. They're the ultimate moves. Shall I teach them to your Pokémon? He will teach either a final evolution of a grass-type starter, Frenzy Plant, a 150 power special grass-type move that forces the user to recharge on the next turn. It's pretty much a grass-type variant of Hyper Beam. He will teach a final evolution of a fire-type starter, Blast Burn, same thing but fire. And the final evolution of a water-type, Hydro Cannon, same thing but water-type. I'm not going to go for this because Serperior is pretty much outfitted to exclusively use physical attacks right now. But definitely worth considering if you want to have a move on your starter that can just kind of serve as a nuke against whatever you're fighting. Next, though, I want to head up here. Hopefully I still have a Repel up. Apparently not, but I got very lucky there. Not a shiny. One of these days, I will find another shiny Swallow on Route 13. I say one of these days, but this is the only time we're going to be visiting Route 13 throughout the entire series, as far as I know, so... Actually, no, that's not true. We will be visiting one time in a future episode, but I don't think we're going to be running through tall grass, so... Whatever. TM29 Psychic. 90 power special Psychic type move that has a chance of lowering special defense. I actually want to check if anyone on the team could learn that, because that would be a fantastic move for type coverage. Okay, so I figured Darunia would be able to. Zekrom can learn it, though. That's actually interesting. Zekrom is more of a physical attacker than a special attacker, but its special attack stat is still monstrous. I will consider this in the future, but for now I think I'm going to keep our moveset the way it is. Although I am actually going to put Toxic back in place of Thunderwave. Can't get lucky a second time, obviously. Or a third time. Or a fourth time. Oh, but I do like Absol, so that's kind of lucky. Not gonna catch it, but... I mean... Cool Pokemon. Maybe in a future Let's Play. Alright. I want to use Cut on this tree. To grab an Electrizer. If you give this to an Electabuzz and trade it, it will evolve into Electivire. Don't know where you're going to get an Electabuzz, but you can do that. And that's everything. It's a huge route, but there's not much to do on it as long as you come in with a Pokemon knowing the move Cut. I'm going to read through my notes to make sure I'm not missing anything, but I don't think I am. Yeah, no. I'm good. Alright. Let's talk to this lady. I'm one of the gate receptionists. Our assigned places have changed daily. Can you believe it? Does that mean the lady in the gate who forgot her uniform? Is there like a curse in that gate where every day whoever is assigned to that gate loses their uniform? The plot thickens. This is one of my favorite songs in the Pokémon series, and honestly one of my favorite places in the Pokémon series. It's very quiet. It's like a quiet beachside town. And it's such a pleasant place. Next time on Pokémon White version, we'll be exploring Undella Town. See you guys then.